You're watching CBTV.
It's the Bodyplex Review with special guest Computer Steve, presented by CBI, Maxis Express Design, and Herbert Perry's Potpourri and Unscented Wax Melt. Now, your host, Bodyplex.
Welcome to the CBTV and the Bodyplex Review, presented by CBI, Maxis Express Designs, and Herbert and Perry's Potpourri and Unscented Wax Melts. CBI is Company Businesses, Inc. Your company is our business. I'm your host, Bodyplex. As always, via satellite feed all the way from the Southeast USA, we have the one and only Computer Steve. How's it going, Steve?
Good down here, going good down here.
So here at the Bodyplex Review, the format is simple. One audio review, one video review. Today on audio we have Ballyhoo by rock outfit JD and the Straight Shot, and on video the 3D animated movie Doogal. We have listened, we have watched, and now we'll give our reviews out of 10. Add these totals together and divide that total in half to get our official unbiased CBI approved rating for each piece. The goal here is to review everything, not just anything. Now, if you have any suggestions or if you'd like to submit to be featured in the CBTV Bodyplex Review, please reach out at our general email with subject CBTV to companybusinessesinc@gmail.com. And please, send us your recommendations, folks. We've already been adjusting and responding to comments from the public. Even in this episode, we have a great new camera angle going on, all because of viewers like you. Bethany from Internal sent a manual comment that reads, I just think that maybe it makes more sense to have the camera straight on you, not like at an angle. That's great stuff, Harry. What do you think about that, Steve?
I think that's a great idea. We should try it out.
Yeah, we are. This is proof of concept right here. So now that we've laid it all out there, you ready to go?
Right when you are, Raj.
So first up, we have the 2015 blues rock release, Ballyhoo by JD and the Straight Shot. Now, the Straight Shot is the backing band of James Dolan. If that name doesn't ring a bell, James Dolan is CEO of the Madison Square Garden Company and executive chairman of MSG Networks. This position puts JD in charge of day-to-day operations of all New York Madison Square Garden-based sporting teams, including, but not limited to, the New York Knickerbockers. Check this out, Steve. On March 28th, it was announced that James had been diagnosed with COVID-19. So let's move on to our general review. I don't know how you feel about this one, Steve. This album didn't really speak to me, personally.
There was definitely a disconnect there, I feel like, between the artist and the fans, the audience. I was with you. I didn't really feel a connection to it whatsoever.
Personally, for me, I kind of was taken aback with this song, Glide.
It's the fault. And just glide.
Pretty cool. How are you feeling about that one?
It starts off innocuous enough. There's a fraudulence about it that I can't put my finger on.
I feel like he's out there with his family, his friends, sliding around in the snow, making snow angels. What's not to get?
I think that's, for a billionaire businessman writing, country folk songs, that's just his everyday life.
But against that grain, one of my standouts, one of my highs, that was actually this opener to the album Ballyhoo. Pretty cool lyrics here. It's called Empty. Let's hear a little bit about this. Shame and regret are my home. Work my fingers to the bone. I'm empty as a promise. I'm hungry in my bones. I mean, you're talking about life of luxury, life of a billionaire, but this guy's going on about working his fingers to the bone.
So maybe there's a dark shadow to who we know as James Dolan.
Skeleton in the closet there. Maybe some bones.
Yeah. And you can hear a lot of that in some of string melodies. There's a certain chamber quality to it, maybe even.
I'm gonna go ahead and say that this was one of my shining gems. Excuse me. Of the whole straight shot as a group as a whole was just great strings.
Yeah, it's very accomplished musicians playing these parts that sound rich and full and very well put together.
Let's see if I can go ahead. Let me see if I can share my screen with you. Steve, are you picking up Google Chrome there?
Yes.
That's great. Wanted to tell you a little bit of this. This is the official JD and the Straight Shot EPK. Electronic press kit for those not in the biz.
Good luck and good night is a reversal of whatever Moreau used to end all of his newscasts with, which was good night and good luck.
So that's some really cool stuff there, you know. It shows a little bit about where JD's coming from.
Kind of looks like Bradley Cooper.
You know, I was gonna say the same thing. So let's we're talking about strings here. We're talking about this great song, Here He Comes. Now I love this song. I felt like maybe I was listening to a little Arvo part. Did you check that one out, Steve? That was exemplary arpeggios on this string arpeggios. How'd you feel about that one?
Oh, absolute standout. Absolute standout on the album.
And I will say that there is something that is something we said about how the mood changes once JD's voice comes into some of these songs. But for the most part, I could hear this stuff in the background of the Storage Wars or American Pickers. I want to talk about another standout track for me. And I don't know if you picked up on this, Steve, but there was a little bit of a Led Zeppelin inspired riff going on this Don't Waste My Time. Let's check this one out. Tell me what you think. Oh, we're getting added up here.
I thought it was, even though it was similar, I thought it was maybe a little better.
Honestly, a little silkier.
Well,
Love these nice strings. Again, these great strings. And I can't talk any higher of the backing of the Straight Shot.
you can tell that's the music that plays when you spill something.
Oh, I agree. I felt like I was in a Bounty commercial. Another great thing about this album was the art. I don't know if you took a look at this album art, but JD seems to have found himself in partnership with some really great working graphic designers, type designers out there. And it seems like they're doing some really standout work with his titles. But not only that, it was a cool looking Violator design coming across the one of the corners of the album, right? 100% acoustic.
Yeah, I was proud of it, to say that. It's like, this is unplugged.
Let's move on. Oh, wait, hold on. I had one more thing to say about JD, which is JD's teeth. Here, I'll show you some of these shots. Oh, I'm sorry. Oh. Now check out these teeth here, Steve.
Oh my gosh, it's almost like one tooth.
Yeah, let's show a little more of that.
You can see the cameraman.
And I think that may be it for my
You can see it's
for my tunes. And so let's move on. Let's move on to our lows. There's quite a few of them, but I'm not gonna sit around here and complain all day. So what do you think? Let's let out a stinker on your side. Steve, how'd you feel?
Stinker on my side was maybe just his rhyme scheme in general. Most of the time, he just sounded like he rhymed one word with the first word that he could think of. The melody is there, but the the lyricism falls a little flat for me most of the time.
Well, the straight shot, I think, is holding it together throughout the entirety of the album. I was going to kind of touch on that, but maybe there was a positive way to look at those lyrics, which is that throughout the album I was kind of finding myself singing along the lyrics I didn't know yet.
How did you feel about the title track?
Are you talking about Ballyhoo?
Yeah.
Now, this song, I felt conflicted, because when it starts out, let's go to this track. This one's pretty conflicting to me. Because right out of the gate, I love this kind of Father John Misty feeling.
Step right up, just cost a dime. Sir, you never seen anything grind like this before. Right to this door, every fantasy you've been waiting for.
That was pretty cool. But at the same time, kind of goofy. How'd you feel about that one, Steve?
It became more of a theme, a song with an actual fictional situation or metaphor for like a freak show or a carnival. He gets into a character like a master of ceremony of sorts. It almost sounds like Tom Waits.
Half of our crowd just went. Tom Waits. We love that guy. We don't like JD in the straight shot. But I'll tell you one thing. You might want to open up to that idea. And even if JD falls out of the equation, I think that there's really a future for the straight shot. I might just buy some straight shot out. How do you feel about that?
Absolutely.
Another one of my statements for this, and it's not even just the album. This is JD in particular. I'm talking to you, JD. Using your corporate status to get yourself on shows. Let's hear this. The Eagles, the Allman Brothers Band, ZZ Top, Jewel, Keith Urban. Check this out. Attendance by Madison Square Garden staff employees is expected and noted when the group plays at New York clubs. I don't like that.
Yeah, that's odd.
And even with all that, we only sold 113 copies of Ballyhoo in the first 4 months of its sales. Maybe you need to do a little bit more grassroots marketing here, JD.
Yeah, print some shirts, the walk around, the malls, pass out flyers. These are things that he needs to do.
113 albums. That's pretty simple. I sold that many albums on Bandcamp. So let's go ahead and move on to the ratings. Pretty easy for me. I'm going to give it a solid 3 out of 10. I didn't really believe this album. I didn't really believe in JD. But I'm going to give him strong 3 points just for the straight shot alone. And maybe a little bit of the teeth. But for the most part, this was a stinker.
I'm sure the straight shot's being paid pretty well. So I'm going to give it a 4 out of 10.
So we've got a 3 from me, a 3 Wiz Entertainment Chains out of 10, and we're getting a 4 out of 10 megabytes for Steve. Crunch these numbers. The official unbiased rating of Ballyhoo by JD and the Straight Shot is 3.5 out of 10. Ow! I'm sure JD's not going to lose any sleep over that one. Well, now that we've included our rating of that piece of audio, we're going to go ahead and cut the commercial, and we'll be right back with our video review of Doogal.
You know what they say about the road less traveled? Well, do you? Introducing the all-new Discovery.
This March, coming Company Businesses presents Cola Hack, Water Moccasins on digital streaming and audio cassettes. 9 down-tempo originals showcasing a signature blend of keys, samples, and uncooked loot. Following last year's debut Virtua Hex, Cola Hack delivers yet again with another marvelous collection. Pre-order the album today, stream and download it on the 6th, and then make sure to keep an eye out for the limited edition cassette tape direct from Cola Hack at colahack.bandcamp.com or through company businesses at companybusinesses.bandcamp.com.
Price not include shipping and handling. For more updates, follow Company Business Incorporated on Patreon at patreon.com/companybusiness and follow us at Company Businesses on Instagram and at @Co.Bus_ on Twitter.
We are back from commercial break. We're going to move right on to our video review of Doogal. Now, originally released in 2005 and then redubbed as an American release in 2006 with 3 directors and 8 writers, Doogal is a bit of a doozy to credit. 0123movie.net writes, Doogal is an animation adventure comedy film, opens with the story of Doogal, an adorable candy-loving mutt who goes on a mission to save the world. Doogal must prevent the evil sorcerer 𝔤𝔦𝔱𝔥𝔲𝔥𝔥𝔥𝔥 from freezing the earth forever. Now, if 0123movie.net got anything right, it's that Doogal is adorable. I love the way this character looks. How did you feel about how cute Doogal was, Steve?
So cute.
Speaking of cute and Doogal, I'm going to make a little comment here. What's with the get up today, Steve?
Thought I'd try to do a little costuming for the occasion, show my support of this film.
Yeah, if I have my 2020 vision, I'd say you look a little bit like Doogal yourself.
That's right, Raj.
Thanks for the effort, and you're looking cute too. Now, if you're like me and you didn't know anything about this story before you watched the movie, you know, you're going to be thrown right into this thing like, I don't know what's going on. How do you feel about that, Steve?
I was completely lost. Design is somebody that's unfamiliar with the original content.
Well, let's talk a little bit about that. It's based on a stop motion. And they went for the 3D treatment with this one.
I think the original was better, and this one seemed a little too slick for my taste.
I feel like they should have probably stuck with the stop motion stuff, gotten old Tim Burton in there or something. That's just me. I'm going to talk about one of the first things. This is the elephant in the room, I might say. The biggest shining gem for me was this huge ensemble cast.
I was so excited when I saw that list of names.
Check this out, Steve. Longtime voice of The View, Whoopi Goldberg, star of 2020's Cats, Judi Dench, Sir Ian McKellen, who you might know as Gandalf the Grey, Marmaduke's Don Twombly, William H. Macy, star of The Faculty, Jon Stewart, Australian pop sensation Kylie Minogue, who also has a single on the soundtrack movie to Doogal, SNL funny man Bill Hader, from Not Another Movie, Chevy Chase, and you might know him as Office Jim, but here at CBI, we're all big Jack Reacher fans. John Kaczynski, kind of running out of breath here, Steve. I'm sure there's more names on this list, and I can't even get to them. Really big cast here.
Almost the only big name that wasn't part of the cast was the titular character.
Oh, don't even get me started. So let's talk about how this movie opens up. We've got this Jack in the Box, Jack out of the Box character, Z-Bad and Zebedee.
I just now am realizing that's what was going on.
You're telling me, Steve. I had to look that one up myself. And they make lots of spring references, so I was thinking more spring. They're apparently wizards who are Jacks out of the box. And I didn't know what was going on when I was watching.
I'm a wizard.
I couldn't tell if it was a wizard I was looking at, if it was just if I was down at the hardware store. How'd you feel about that with Steve?
Yeah, now that you're telling me this, it's kind of diminishing the cool factor that I felt about the character design.
Not a full-on stinker for me. And right after this moment, they start out with some really cool tunes. One in particular by Pilot. Oh ho ho ho! It's magic, which kind of brought you into the movie to show you there's a lot of great music in this film as well.
Yeah, that was a strong point of the entire situation. The songs that they were bringing in, the Kinks,
Beach Boys,
plays. think Queen, maybe.
Maybe even Queen. Yeah. This movie starts out, and you're, first thing you really do is see it's Doogal sniff around for some candy, and you're thinking this dog is cute. You look at Steve, it's kind of like that, but just even cuter. So just imagine that. And you hear this voice come out, and I did not like this voice, Steve. This was one of my big stinkers, and honestly, I'm gonna make a new stinker especially for this movie, and that is for voice actor Daniel Trae. The Daniel Trae stinker, which just kept coming up throughout the movie. Now, if you don't recognize Daniel Trae, Michael from Elf. Also, he played Max in Beer League, and he is the voice of Bill Blue in Grand Theft Auto 4, The Ballad of Gay Tony. Really did not like this performance by Daniel Trae. Kind of ruined Doogal for me completely.
Every single time that there was a piece of dialogue from Doogal, it was just unbelievably butchered because of that voice.
I think the only saving grace is, like Steve was saying, some of these cool songs and pop culture references. So besides the nonsensical fashion about which this movie is stitched together, along with Judi Dench's ridiculous narration and the performance by Daniel Trae, I will say, whenever Z-Bad brought in this Nutcracker character voiced by Bill Hader, I thought that this was a turning point for me in the movie, and also my precious Rose for the film. Funny man Hader, no stranger to great VO work, lending his voice to great animated films such as Turbo and Angry Bird Movie 1 and 2.
Seemed like he really enjoyed himself while he was making the film. One of the only ones that really stood out to me.
I want to go ahead and talk about another Daniel Trae stinker.
Get the diamond!
No!
Oh my gosh. That was
Daniel Trae with another huge Daniel Trae stinker.
bad. If Daniel Trae is that bad, or if they wrote the character that bad, you know?
I'm gonna say it's 100% Trae, because that dog is just so cute. We're gonna take a call here, and we've got on the line Tammy C from Salt Lake City, Utah. Tammy C, how's it going? We're talking Doogal.
Hello. Am I coming through?
Yep, we can hear you, Tammy. How's it going? We're talking Doogal.
I just wanted to say that I'm here to call in about Doogal, and I just wanted to say that I think he's very cute. So cute. He's so cute.
Doogal is cute. We were just talking about how cute Doogal was.
Cute characters.
But
Honestly.
just this one thing. I don't like the voice. What is the voice? I don't approve of that.
Oh, whoa! We're talking about another Daniel Trae stinker. Tammy C from Salt Lake City, Utah, loves Doogal. Thinks Doogal's cute as a button. But hates the voice.
Hate the voice.
Hate the voice, Daniel Trae.
That's official.
Moving on, we kind of get into this point where really this story for me falls apart.
One thing that bothered me too is that I feel like they didn't give enough credit to training. The train.
Would you say that would be comfortably your precious Rose?
Absolutely. Training, precious Rose, because honestly, it was more a movie about training in a way. It saving friends, and they learned greater lessons. Train never had to learn anything. Kind of the backbone of the team. So I guess maybe it doesn't mean its own title for the movie. I just wish that our main title character would have had more of a character arc, you know.
I agree. And for all intents and purposes, you could have named the movie Brian, and I think it would have worked out fine.
Absolutely. Yeah, Brian had big moments.
Here's an idea. Why don't we stop thinking just
Pretty
about
cool,
ourselves
Brian,
and start
yeah.
paying attention to what's going on around us instead of living in our own little bubble? Nobody ever asks, Brian, what do you think about politics? Brian, have you seen any good movies lately? Brian, are you any good at video games? Because yes, I am.
I was on the edge of my seat with that one. He was walking through the whole line of booby traps. I'm gonna double back to
Zeb's dead.
just a little bit of how much I didn't really like Judi Dench's narration. Judi Dench more like Duty Stench. One of the big scenes for this movie, it racked up over 10 pop culture references, and it's this great skeleton fight. So let's take a look at that.
Here's Johnny.
That's a huge Johnny.
What order ribs? What I have to do? Pirates of the Caribbean.
Pirates of the Caribbean.
What's that?
What's up?
What's that? Look, we got Bone Thugs and Harmony up in here.
Bone Thugs and Harmony there.
Scary red eyes. Look at all Dawn of the Dead and everything.
Dawn of the
You know
Dead.
karate? I train with Morpheus. I know Kung Fu, John Woo.
You get the point here. There's a lot of
Man,
references.
I love that Pirates of the Caribbean. It was so much fun.
Let's go on ahead and move on to the rating for this movie. And for me, I'm giving it a solid 4 out of 10 Doogals, but I'm gonna throw an extra point on for those great pop culture references. I'm counting over 20 on my end. And so that'll bring it up to a 5 out of 10 Doogals. How are you feeling on your end, Steve?
I'm going with 2 out of 10.
Woof! Am I right, Steve?
So detestable.
Would you say that, at least half that score is due to Daniel Tay's terrible voice work on this film?
100%.
So, for Doogal, our unbiased official CBR rating will come in at a 3.5 Doogals. Some of this stuff was worth holding on to, but I think the rest is worth throwing in the trash.
Agreed.
So we're going to go ahead and move on. Today we have a split-second single review brought to you by Herbert Perry's Potpourri and Unscented Wax Melts. In love with that outdoorsy decor, but overwhelmed by the stink of the store-bought stuff? Try Herbert Perry's Potpourri to give any room that magical look of the wood and transport your guests right to the great outdoors without an inch of that stench. Herbert Perry offers 8 distinctive naturally sourced materials, including spiky sweet gum seed, pine cone, and hunk of bark. Build your own bowl online and have it delivered right to your door within the week. No stinks attached. Satisfied with your new custom bowl of potpourri but looking to heat things up? Try new Herbert & Perry's unscented wax melts in fun shapes such as cube, square, cylinder, and now introducing rounds. Find Herbert & Perry products at any Natural Earth Organics Plus stores or shop online with the app at herbertandperry.com. As usual with our unbiased split-second reviews, Steve and I are going to check something out live and come to a general consensus with 2 split-second reviews. These scores aren't always perfect, but neither are we. If you have an idea for something you would like to see reviewed in our unbiased split-second review series, send an email with subject split-second to companybusinessinc@gmail.com. So without further ado, our split-second review today is of the Nicki Minaj apology track to Tracy Chapman entitled Sorry, uploaded by former competitive wrestler Trae Davidson. Let's check that one out.
Is all that you can say. Years gone by, my baby cannot hold you tonight.
So that's pretty neat. How'd you feel about that one, Steve?
Easy listening. That was,
Yeah.
fascinating stuff.
Yeah, I thought it was pretty fun. Great use of melody, clever vocal production.
Wonderful. Highly listenable.
So let's go ahead and give it our unbiased reviews. Split second out of 10. How do you feel, Steve?
6 out of 10.
I'm giving it 8. So we are at a 7 out of 10 for Nicki Minaj, Sorry, uploaded by Trae Davidson, former competitive wrestler. Pretty cool track. 7 stars. Stuff your sorry in a sack, Nikki. This song rocks. So that's it for us here at CBTV. Thanks for watching the Bodyplex review. Thanks to Computer Steve for joining us and lending his time to the program. Thanks to CBI for making this a reality. And thanks to you for the company. Until next time, Steve, I'll see you later.